Luis Tagle's extraordinary journey, which began on the bustling streets of Manila and ascended to the highest ranks of the Vatican, stands as a powerful testament to his unshakable faith, profound humility, and unwavering commitment to service. Born in 1957 into a humble yet deeply devout family, Tagle's early life was shaped by the vibrant energy of Manila, a city renowned for its street vendors, colorful life, and, above all, its deeply rooted Catholic faith. It was within this dynamic environment that Tagle began to form his early understanding of the Catholic Church's mission. From a young age, Tagle was immersed in the teachings of the Catholic Church. However, his learning wasn't limited to formal education. It was also grounded in lived experiences of community service and religious devotion. Volunteering in his local parish, assisting with outreach programs and religious education, provided the foundation for what would become his lifelong vocation in the priesthood. This deep sense of commitment to others was evident even during his teenage years. Not only academically gifted, Tagle demonstrated a remarkable empathy and compassion for those around him. His academic journey led him to Ateneo de Manila University, where he pursued degrees in philosophy and theology. These accomplishments were impressive, but what truly set him apart was his vision to bridge the gap between the Church's timeless teachings and the pressing realities of the modern world. Even during his university years, Tagle felt a calling not just to preach, but to engage with people personally, to meet them where they were in life, and offer them hope, compassion, and understanding. After completing his studies in the Philippines, Tagle set his sights on Rome, where he pursued a doctorate in sacred theology. It was here, in these formative years, that he began to critically examine how the Church could evolve and better serve its people. He didn't want to merely repeat traditions. He sought to reimagine how the Church could meet the challenges of the modern world while staying true to its core values. His academic work focused on fostering collaboration among church leaders and exploring ways the global Church could offer practical, meaningful solutions to the needs of its followers. Tagle's priestly career officially began in 1982, but even in the early stages of his ministry, he made it clear that his calling was about more than religious rites. To him, the essence of the priesthood lay in serving others, listening to their struggles, and walking with them through life's challenges. His natural ability to connect with people, listen deeply, and provide thoughtful guidance earned him the affectionate nickname, the Smiling Priest. This wasn't just a title. It was a reflection of the deep joy and humility with which he approached his ministry. By 2011, Tagle's exemplary leadership had caught the attention of the Vatican, and he was appointed Archbishop of Manila, one of the most influential dioceses in all of Asia. This role came with immense responsibility, but Tagle continued to approach it with his signature humility and grace. He was entrusted with overseeing the spiritual well-being of millions of people, yet his leadership was marked not by a thirst for authority, but by a deep commitment to service. His first homily as Archbishop encapsulated his approach: "The mission is not mine, it is Christ's." This powerful declaration set the tone for his leadership, showing that he was not interested in fame or power, but in fulfilling the Church's mission for the greater good of humanity. Under his stewardship, the Church in Manila became renowned for its outreach to the poor, its advocacy for social justice, and its unwavering commitment to providing hope in times of crisis. This focus on service, rather than authority, laid the groundwork for Tagle's future prominence on the global stage. His influence continued to grow, and in 2012, Pope Benedict XVI appointed Tagle as a cardinal. At just 55 years old, Tagle became one of the youngest cardinals at the time, a move that signified the Vatican's recognition of his unique ability to lead both in contemporary and traditional contexts. His appointment as cardinal marked a transformative new chapter in his journey, propelling him to the global stage and solidifying his position as one of the most influential voices in Catholicism. As a cardinal, Tagle's influence extended far beyond Manila or the Philippines. He became a key global figure in the Church. He participated in major Vatican synods, which are critical gatherings where important decisions about the Church's future are made. His insights on family, evangelization, and social justice resonated with Catholics worldwide. His contributions were widely recognized for their compassion, passion, and progressive outlook. Tagle's voice became integral to discussions on how the Church should address modern issues, such as poverty, migration, and the practical application of Catholic teachings in today's world. Yet, what truly distinguished Tagle was his extraordinary ability to connect with people. Whether addressing thousands at a global conference or speaking one-on-one with parishioners after Mass, he consistently maintained an approachability that made others feel seen, heard, and understood. This personal connection wasn't just a hallmark of his leadership, it formed the very foundation of his approach to ministry. Tagle firmly believed that the Church's mission should center on building relationships, rather than enforcing rules and regulations. His humility, warmth, and dedication to making others feel welcomed and valued were central to his unique influence within the Vatican and beyond. Tagle also pushed for a greater emphasis on social justice, particularly focusing on the poor and marginalized. His leadership during Typhoon Haiyan in 2013, one of the most devastating natural disasters in recent history, was a powerful example of his commitment to mercy and compassion. On the front lines in the Philippines, Tagle didn't just offer spiritual guidance. He also played a key role in organizing aid, rallying international support, and providing comfort to survivors. His leadership in the aftermath of this disaster underscored the Church's capacity to respond to crises with both practical support and spiritual care. Beyond the Philippines, Tagle's global advocacy for social justice has made a profound impact. His involvement in international charitable organizations has significantly influenced the Vatican's outreach efforts. His understanding of the global challenges facing Catholic communities has shaped his work as a cardinal, allowing him to be a leader not only in religious contexts, but also in practical endeavors. Whether advocating for solutions to economic inequality, climate change, or human rights, Tagle has consistently used his platform to address pressing global issues. His ability to see the intersection of faith and action has allowed him to create a legacy that transcends traditional ecclesiastical boundaries. Cardinal Luis Tagle's reach is not confined to the Vatican alone. Under his leadership, the Vatican launched several programs targeting regional needs. One of the most remarkable aspects of Tagle's leadership is his capacity to understand and address the unique challenges faced by different regions of the world. For instance, in sub-Saharan Africa, where many Catholics face extreme economic hardship, Tagle advocated for partnerships that would fund local schools and vocational training programs. These initiatives focused not only on providing education but also on creating sustainable solutions to lift communities out of poverty, all while strengthening their spiritual well-being. Through his unwavering dedication to faith, compassion, and service, Cardinal Luis Tagle has built a legacy that continues to inspire and shape the global Catholic Church. His journey from the streets of Manila to the Vatican is not just a personal triumph, but a powerful reminder of the transformative power of faith and humility in today's world. Tagle's impact in Africa is a clear example of how he has successfully translated his global vision, 714, into tangible, hands-on action. His work in Myanmar, a country in Southeast Asia ravaged by political and ethnic conflicts, stands as another remarkable example of his dedication to peacebuilding. Myanmar has been plagued by immense suffering, but Tagle's efforts were instrumental in promoting reconciliation. He understood that fostering interfaith dialogue was key, especially between the Catholic and Buddhist communities. His work in Myanmar is a shining testament to his deep belief in the Church's potential to serve as a powerful catalyst for peace, unity, and healing in regions torn apart by conflict. By bringing religious leaders from different faiths together, Tagle helped create platforms for dialogue that allowed people to look beyond their differences and find common ground in their shared humanity. Another cornerstone of Tagle's leadership is his unwavering commitment to enculturation, the idea that the Church should not only adapt to but also embrace local cultures. This idea is especially important in Africa and Asia, where Tagle has worked diligently to incorporate indigenous music, art, and language into liturgical practices. His approach not only celebrates the diversity of the Church, but it also empowers local communities, allowing them to express their faith in ways that resonate with their unique cultural identities. Throughout his career, Tagle has championed this practice, stressing that the Church doesn't just belong in different cultures, it belongs to them. becoming an integral part of their stories, struggles, and triumphs. Further demonstrating his remarkable leadership is his work in addressing the global migration crisis, where he has distinguished himself as a beacon of compassion and action. As the president of Caritas Internationalis, Tagle spearheaded the Share the Journey campaign, a global initiative designed to raise awareness about the challenges faced by migrants and refugees. But Tagle didn't simply speak about the dignity of displaced people from a distance. He visited refugee camps in Lebanon, Jordan, and other crisis zones, immersing himself in their struggles by listening to their stories firsthand. His empathy and willingness to engage directly with these communities have made him a powerful advocate for those who are often voiceless, using his platform to elevate the issues of people who frequently go unheard in political and social spheres. One of the most profound contributions Tagle has made to the global church is shaping its stance on critical social justice issues. He has been outspoken about the need to address systemic problems that contribute to global inequality, such as climate change, poverty, and migration. As a cardinal, Tagle played a pivotal role in encouraging the Vatican to take bold, concrete steps to tackle these issues, both within the church and in collaboration with secular organizations. His ability to balance the spiritual with the practical has made him a leader who is not only a figure of faith, but also an advocate for meaningful, real-world change. His work continues to inspire Catholics and non-Catholics alike, showing that the Church has the power to be a force for good, not just in spiritual matters, but in addressing the very real, practical challenges of the modern world. What truly sets Cardinal Luis Tagle apart is his deeply human approach to leadership. He is not merely a figurehead in the Vatican, but someone who connects with others on a personal level, offering empathy, understanding, and unwavering support. His ability to make others feel valued and heard is a fundamental aspect of his leadership style. Unlike many traditional figures in the Church, Tagle doesn't view his position as one of power or control. Instead, he sees it as one of service. Leadership, for him, is about guiding others with love and compassion, a philosophy that has earned him respect not just from the faithful, but also from his peers in the Vatican. When Tagle speaks at conferences or gatherings, he does so not with distance or formality, but from the heart, ensuring his words resonate deeply with his audience. Whether addressing a room full of world leaders or engaging in a casual conversation with parishioners after Mass, his approach is always the same. He doesn't position himself above others, but stands with them, walking alongside them in their struggles and triumphs. This genuine personal connection is a major reason why he is so beloved by Catholics worldwide. His leadership is grounded in a profound understanding of the human experience, consistently demonstrating that he is not just a leader of the Church, but a true servant of the people. Tagle's empathy reaches beyond the immediate communities he serves. During the COVID-19 pandemic, when the world was grappling with isolation, Tagle became a beacon of hope for millions. He used technology to stay connected with his followers, leading online masses, delivering heartfelt video messages, and offering guidance and comfort during one of the most challenging times in recent history. His messages were not merely about the importance of faith, but also about community, the Church's role in the lives of individuals, even in the most trying circumstances. His ability to adapt and provide solace through modern means demonstrated just how attuned he is to the needs of the Church in today's digital age. One of the most striking examples of Tagle's personal connection with people came during his time in the Philippines when he took a hands-on role in disaster relief efforts after Typhoon Haiyan. While many leaders might have delegated such responsibilities to others, Tagle was at the forefront, organizing aid, visiting survivors, and offering spiritual comfort. His leadership during this crisis served as a powerful reminder of his deep commitment to the people he serves. It wasn't just about rebuilding physical infrastructure, it was about healing hearts and restoring hope. Tagle's personal involvement in the recovery efforts highlighted his dedication and care, underscoring his role as a true servant of others. As he rose in prominence within the Vatican, Tagle maintained the same humble, empathetic approach he has had throughout his priestly career. His reputation for kindness and his ability to make personal connections with people from all walks of life continue to be defining aspects of his leadership. Whether in the Philippines or Rome, Tagle has remained the approachable, caring figure he was when he first began his career. His humility has earned him the respect of the faithful and admiration from fellow church leaders, offering a model of leadership grounded in love and service to others. Cardinal Luis Tagle's leadership transcends national borders. His role as prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples placed him at the heart of the Vatican's global outreach. In this influential position, Tagle became the face of the Church's missionary efforts around the world. His approach to evangelization, however, is not about imposing a singular ideology from Rome. He firmly believes in enculturation, the practice of integrating the faith into local cultures. This belief has been a cornerstone of his efforts in places like Africa and Asia, where the Church is rapidly expanding. Tagle has worked tirelessly to incorporate indigenous traditions and languages into worship and outreach programs, ensuring that the Church remains relevant and meaningful in diverse cultural contexts. His commitment to preserving cultural identity while embracing the faith has been central to his work, both at the Vatican and beyond. In addition to his advocacy for interfaith dialogue, Tagle has been a staunch defender of human dignity, with his advocacy for migrants and refugees standing out as one of the most significant aspects of his leadership. His tireless work to champion the rights and dignity of displaced individuals has made him one of the most influential voices in the Church on these critical issues. Tagle's personal experiences, including his visits to refugee camps in Lebanon and Jordan, have deeply influenced his understanding of the global crisis surrounding displacement. He doesn't just speak on behalf of displaced people, he listens to them, understanding their needs and struggles. His Church is one that truly embraces inclusivity and compassion, acting as a safe space for all. As the Church continues to navigate the complexities of a rapidly changing world, Tagle's leadership serves as a beacon of hope, reminding Catholics everywhere of the importance of love, service, and unity across borders. From humble beginnings to Vatican leadership, Cardinal Luis Tagle's journey, from a child in Manila to one of the most influential figures in the Catholic Church, is a powerful story of faith, resilience, and unwavering commitment. Born in 1957, Tagle's path to becoming a leader in the Church was marked by his pursuit of knowledge, beginning with his studies in philosophy and theology at Ateneo de Manila University. Driven by a desire to deepen his understanding of sacred theology, he traveled to Rome, where he earned his doctorate, focusing on how church leaders could better collaborate and serve the people in practical ways. Even during his years of study, Tagle's leadership potential was clear. He wasn't just interested in theological concepts, he was passionate about their real-world application, how faith could be lived out in people's daily lives. Tagle's reputation for warmth, a constant smile, and his ability to connect with people from all walks of life quickly made him beloved by his parishioners. His leadership began to grow in influence, and his dedication to serving others with authenticity became known far and wide. By 2011, his elevation to Archbishop of Manila marked a major milestone in his career. Leading one of the most influential dioceses in Asia was a heavy responsibility, but it was one Tagle bore with grace and commitment. By the time he was named cardinal in 2012, his reputation as a humble and compassionate leader had spread well beyond the borders of Manila. His elevation to the College of Cardinals signified the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter that would see him become one of the most respected and influential voices in the global Catholic community. Cardinal Tagle's story is a testament to the enduring power of faith, service, and leadership rooted in humility. Often referred to as the heir to Pope Francis, he is seen as someone capable of carrying forward the Pope's legacy into the future. Tagle's involvement in the Synod of Bishops on the Family in 2014 and 2015 was pivotal in shaping the Church's approach to some of the most controversial issues of modern times. From addressing divorce and remarriage to advocating for LGBTQ inclusion, Tagle's call for compassion and accompaniment helped shift the Church's stance on these sensitive matters. His leadership during the Synod demonstrated his remarkable ability to navigate difficult conversations and foster dialogue around complex issues. Beyond the walls of the Church, Tagle has become an advocate for environmental justice. He has championed efforts to combat deforestation, overfishing, and the impacts of climate-related disasters, tirelessly working to bring the message of environmental stewardship to the forefront of the Church's mission. His efforts reflect a broader understanding that the Church's work isn't confined to spiritual matters alone. It must also respond to the urgent social and environmental challenges of our time. Tagle's advocacy for a more inclusive and socially aware church makes him a compelling candidate for the future of the Catholic Church. As the world continues to change, the question remains, will Cardinal Luis Tagle be the next pope? The challenges facing the Church are immense, but Tagle's leadership offers a model for how the Church can stay relevant, staying true to its core values while adapting to the needs of the world around it. Whether it's his work on social justice, his commitment to interfaith dialogue, or his ability to unite Catholics around a shared vision of love and service, Tagle's approach offers a hopeful path forward for the Church as it navigates the complexities of the 21st century.